To see the world in a grain of sand, and heaven in a wild flower, to hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour. William Blake. Hello again, my name is Alowisha, and this is part 4 of The Magic Wedding. If you have not listened to the first 3 parts in this series, please do so before continuing here. The self-guided journey that you have just experienced with author R.J.J. Atkin is one of discovery, and it will provide you with lots of information about your chakras and how they are operating at the present time. This chakra meditation was designed for a general audience. Now ideally, each person should be taken on an individual journey by a guide, as each person's speech, each soul is completely different from someone else's, and we all have different experiences and challenges, etc. that we are faced with. And each will require a different technique. Now then, here are the meanings for the symbols in the meditation that you experienced on part 3 of this series. Your beach is your soul. The sea is your current emotional state on a soul level. Your hand is where you can command. The right side is your giving side. Your mountain represents rising to higher consciousnesses. The river is the course of your soul's evolution, your spinal column. The water represents truth. The canoe is your spiritual vehicle. The paddles are what propels your soul toward its goal. The gardens or villages are your chakras or energy centers. The colors are the colors of your chakras, which correlate to the natural world, as in the rainbow spectrum, and rainbow healing. From the base up, you have the red. The root chakra is associated with physical identity in the earth. Next is orange, your sacral chakra, sexuality and emotional balance. About 2 inches above your navel is your yellow chakra, that is your solar plexus, and it's associated with personal power and your will. Next you have your heart chakra, which is green. Some people see it as pink, but I see it as green because it's correlating to the rainbow colors. It's realization of oneness and love. Next you have your throat chakra, which is your light blue. It's self-expression and creativity. Next you have your indigo chakra, which is your third eye, and it's right here in between your 2 physical eyes. It's the qualified absolute in how you're able to clairvoyantly see. Your crown chakra is right up here, and it's the color of violet, and it's the quintessential consciousness and bliss. And when all of these are open, right here is where some people experience what they call as nirvana. Now, for what you have been waiting for, the technique to create the magic wedding. It is also known as the microcosmic orbit. Here you are to practice 5 hours of lovemaking without climaxing and without emissions. Throughout those 5 hours, each time that you near climax, you visualize and feel sending the energy up from the base of your spine, your base chakra, and into your head, spinning it around the back of your head and down the front 3 times, leaving 10% of the energy here. Then sending the energy down the front to the solar plexus. Remember, that's about 2 inches above your navel. Leave 70% of that energy there, and then go all the way back down to the base chakra and leave the remaining 20%. And you continue doing this cycle again and again and again as you practice your lovemaking. Now don't force the energy, just let it flow through you. And you practice this many, many times, and this can begin to help you begin to awaken to the narrow path of the Kundalini. It clears everything out for you. The tombstones, the cobwebs, all of those things from past lives, and even this lifetime. This technique is what R.J.J. Atkin refers to in his book as Golden Journeys, the Song of the Sea, as the resurrection of the Christ. This is learning to love yourself so that you can love others, not in empty words, I love you, but in the breath of God within us all. I would like to take a moment here to mention that this technique can be used with a partner of any gender or by yourself. However, I must caution you that if you are in a relationship, to take very good care of it, meaning make sure that both of you are moving at the same or near the same speed spiritually, or you might find that you become in opposition or in conflict with each other. Also, please use this ancient technique only to help lift each other up. It is never to be used selfishly by one person to rob another of their energy, as that is stealing, and people on the planet are doing it every night. If you're looking for more information, In the microcosmic orbit, Montauk Chia has several books that will discuss this technique, as well as controlling emissions or climax for both men and women. May you have a gentle and natural awakening at the time that is right for you. Welcome to the light as you are now beginning your path back to your true nature. As within, so without.